A lot of you have been writing in about this story all morning long, so let's talk about it. Kanye West held a third listening party for his new album, Donda, at Soldier Field in Chicago last night. Now, the show included a reconstruction of his childhood home, and at one point, Kanye appeared to set himself on fire. But everyone, including our viewers, are talking about this moment when someone who appears to be Kim Kardashian coming out in a Balenciaga wedding dress. Some are reporting that it's definitely Kim, others not so sure. Fan video posted on Twitter also showed Kanye holding hands with the maybe Kim as they were leaving the show. So what do you all think about this? I know that you just said the other day you're a huge Kanye fan and that he intrigues you.
Definitely. So let's just take this beat because we have another beat following this. The artistry of it all. Whether that's Kim or Kanye, or whether it's Kim Kardashian or not, it's just a symbolism of that is Kim, right? I just love that. I love that where he came from, he gets to put his home and recreate it in that stadium and perform. And Kanye's always walking that line, right? Always walking that line. Is it controversial? Is it artistry? What is it? That's what I see when I see Kanye. So just speaking clearly on the artistry point of it, I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
I thought it was really interesting just the amount of recreations he did. He recreated the exact house. He recreated the wedding. He recreated the feeling of being isolated. So for someone who went through trauma, which he has and has a mental illness that he speaks openly about, recreating can be very helpful, can be very cathartic. And he did it in front of a lot of people. And maybe that's his way of healing. As an art history person, this is such an interesting performance art piece with mixed media and pop culture references. It's really an interesting piece. I like it.
What do you think, Erica? Especially as a Chicagoan, is that what do I say?
Yeah, Chicagoan. I'm with Jeff on that aspect of the art. I don't think it matters if it was truly Kim physically or not. I think we all understand that it represents Kim.
And if it is Kim, more power to them. You know, we don't often give credit to the Kardashians, but this is a couple what looks like are really doing it right for their children, right? Whether or not that they're married anymore, they are supporting each other's careers. So if this is Kim, it seems like that is an example that I think a lot of people who go through divorce, which is a lot of our viewers who have written in, that's something that you do want to emulate.
I'm going to tell you why it's not. In a second.
You don't think it is Kim?
Let's hit this next beat.
All right. So Kanye, let's hit this next beat.
Yo, producer, roll it.
So Kanye also had some very controversial guests appear at the show. So at one point, he was joined on stage by Marilyn Manson and rapper DaBaby, who have both been in the news for some very controversial things. So if you didn't know, DaBaby recently made some very homophobic comments, and Marilyn Manson has been sued by multiple women for sexual assault.
So what, Kanye couldn't get R. Kelly out on a conditional release? He was right up the street. Why stop here?
Chicagoan, yes.
Why stop here? I mean, obviously we're talking about cancel culture and he's using it as a form of art to evoke conversation, but I really do not understand what the conversation is in this capacity.
All right, so now let's jump. I'll touch on both, but this is why I don't think it's Kim Kardashian, because he brought them on stage. Again, I don't think she wants her name tied up in all that controversy.
That's a very good point.
And that's not mine, that's Stephanie Jones. I have to give that to her. We came to that conclusion earlier. But it makes sense if it's not. Yeah. She doesn't want to be performing on stage
very particular
with
about
these very controversial people, which I know Kanye's getting flack for. And that's where people draw that line. I know we disagree on Kanye. He walks that line. Does he step over? Is this too far? In my mind, he might have stepped over the line, bringing them on stage. I understand, though, what it represents. It represents that cancel culture, and can they not have a comeback? But is this the time? Is this the place? Should he have done that? That's what we're talking about.
And I agree with you, but he diluted the message by bringing on a sexual assault person that's been under the spotlight on that. Had he done someone that was unfairly canceled, allegedly, excuse me, like Aziz Ansari or someone even that we don't, the Marilyn Manson to me ruined the whole take, because now you're diluting it by putting what I think is an alleged criminal up there and saying he shouldn't be canceled. He should be canceled. That's accountability. To me, he missed the mark on that one.